So today we're going to be taking a look at a brand that has been putting out some really great value dive watches. The company is Phoibos Watches, and I actually have three of their watches here today, although for now we're going to be focusing in on one of their newer releases, the Proteus. Big thanks to Aron for lending in the watches. If you happen to be not following Aron, make sure to check him out at the link in the description below. So let's get to the watch. Now, if you're not familiar with Phoibos, they started off by releasing some very well-built Submariner homage watches. Since then, since those earlier releases, they've been offering more unique designs at very attractive price points, and the Proteus definitely falls into that category of a well-built and well-priced diver. My first impression when I got this was it has a very toolish look, and not only look, also the feel. Everything about it just feels solid. The case is different, but you can't help but think Seiko Samurai with the angled lugs. It's pretty well completely brushed other than the very thin polished edge along either edge of the case. The screw down crown is signed with the Phoibos octopus logo, and same goes for the case back with that deep pressing of the logo. Lots happening here on the dial in terms of details. The dial is a nice textured blue. Over at the 3 is the date framed in steel. The raised chaptering and markers add some depth to the dial. I think I might have opted for a different second hand than the Milgauss lightning bolt hand, but it does kind of suit the overall look of the watch. In low light, the Proteus performs big time in the lume department. They're using a combination of C3 and BGW9 Super Luminova. Looks awesome with the chaptering lit up like that, and always great to have the bezel markers loomed up too. The bezel has one downside, and that is the grip. They're just not very grippy at all. The bezel action is a bit stiff, and having grips like that make it very tricky to turn. The insert is ceramic and everything lines up right, but yeah, it's a little tough to turn this one. The case width on the Proteus comes in at 42 millimeters. Lug to lug is 48.8. The lug opening is 22 millimeters and the thickness is 14.3 millimeters. The crystal is domed, adding to that height just a little bit. It's a sapphire crystal treated with 3 layers of anti-reflective coating on the underside. Water resist is 300 meters and the watch runs on the Seiko NH35 movement. The bracelet is sized a little small for me, so I haven't been able to wear it on the watch, but it is really well built and looks good on the watch. It's screwed links, which is always good to have. We've got a good solid clasp here as well with 4 micro adjusts. Nice match for the watch, a really nice pairing for it. So I've been wearing it on this strap from Armilla to get a feel for the watch on wrist. It's comfortable, but even off of the bracelet, it's quite a heavy watch. It sits nice on wrist with the way the lugs drop off like they do though. So cost on these comes in at $299 US. Lots of watch for the money. If you're looking for a good affordable diver, this and a bunch of their other models are really good options. So that is it for today. Thanks again to Aron for lending this in. Really appreciate you guys stopping by for a few minutes, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.